Hey, welcome to the second class. Let's do some healing and whatever we need to do today. So, as usual, Anna is here present. Yay! Okay, so let's ground ourselves and to create a space where we can feel safe and secure and grounded. Because if we are rambling in our heads, it's not a good thing. So, close your eyes. Ignore my son, which he is really upset right now, and take a deep breath. And with the next breath, I want you to imagine a beam of light coming from the sky through the top of your head and filling all your head with light. Every negative thought, every trauma, every old habit that you want to release is released. And it's coming down to your throat and it's clearing your throat so you can say the truth and being in your truth. And it comes down to your hands and it clears every single trauma or event that happened to you and hindered you. And now it fills your heart and it opens your heart. It opens your heart so you can receive more love, more abundance. And it comes down to your torso. Down to your belly button. And it heals and clears every single thing on your second chakra. And it comes down to your sexual organs and it clears all the shame, all the blame, all the traumas that were there. And goes down to your thighs. And every single trauma that you had around your mother or your father is cleared and released. And it goes down to the bottom of your feet, right to the center of the earth. And feel the power of this center of the earth. And feel how it's coming up through your feet in double layer, outside and inside your body. And it's filling your body with that power. And it's going up, up, up to your heart. And it's going out from your body 360 degrees. And then it's going up towards your top of your head. And it's cascading down to your bottom of the feet. And I want you to push this energy out, right, left, front, back, up and down, like 3 feet, and fill all this with golden white light, all this space. And when you are ready, just come back. Take another deep breath in and out. How are you feeling?
I really need to say this. um,
It feels good, right?
yeah, not really. Your son is very triggering to me. My heart is breaking. If you feel the need to go to him and you need to stop this and come back to it later.
Nothing will make him. He's very tired. He doesn't want to listen anything. So
Oh,
I was there.
um,
He doesn't want to do anything.
I don't know how you do it. Wow.
So
I
he's
send him
really
all my
tired.
love and all
Yeah.
understanding.
They just came today because they were at their father's till today. So it's um, adjusting to the new energy because this is a settled energy where we are because I'm balanced. So it's it see he's just he has a big moment
Yeah.
and then he goes down. It's okay.
I
Sugar.
trust you know better. I trust you know better. I just really feel the need to say this, and it really, really triggered me inside, like heartbreaking.
Hmm.
And I know this is something connected to some of my traumas. I know also that it's very hard for me
Well,
to hear children
you
cry.
know, I always say when I have the kids here that kids always come with something. You know, when I
Yeah.
have the thing that is triggering something in you, he is not triggering me because I know he is tired. I know he will he will be okay. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't want anyone. I was there. He didn't need me. That's okay. I mean, I took care of every single
Yeah.
aspect as a human being that I could do. But the thing is, he started crying when we started the call. So before that, he was really really calm. You
Hmm.
know, so maybe something related to you or someone in the call that we need to. Well, you are here, so let's see what's triggering in you because this is the first chakra that we are talking about. When we hear a child crying and is triggering us, is the first chakra. We don't feel safe, we don't feel secure. It's something that is really maybe you as a baby wasn't taken care of, you know, so maybe you need to clear something or heal something around
Yeah. Well, I discovered this in therapy, and I discovered that it's very hard for me to hear children crying because my cry wasn't listened to, wasn't important from my point of view, from what I was living to the others around me. I don't know how to take this. I don't know what to do of it. I know that it was heartbreaking for me years ago when I discovered that um, I was raised in I don't know how it's called in English. Uh, it's a kindergarten, but it's for really small children, for newborns. I was sent there from 3 months old, and I was staying there 1 week, and they brought me home only Saturday and Sundays. So I practically lived there till I was old enough to go to kindergarten. So when I heard that, I didn't knew that. I heard that years ago, and it was like, what? They abandoned me there? What kind of people were they? But most of all was to my mother. That was um, directly to my mother. All this, mm, all of my rage. Yes, it was rage also, and very little to my father because he was working. My mother was working also, but I couldn't understand her. And that would be, I think, one of the reasons, because mm, for sure my cry wasn't heard when I was there, because we were like 30 children and only one caregiver. So for sure my basic needs weren't heard, weren't 100% um, given to me as they should. And I think that's a trauma. I discovered this, but I don't know how to, what to do with it. I oh, I just know that when I hear children crying, it's heartbreaking for me. It's very, very hard. And basically, I live un, under me. There's a kindergarten, and every morning I can hear. They're very little, like 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, maybe not more. Every morning, these little souls cry, and and it's hard for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so we have some programs to clear, but I would go with EFT this time because um, sometimes I use different techniques when I discover traumas or programs at people, because it's really sometimes when we use one technique, our body gets used to that and we just tend to not do it anymore. We will use a lot of EFT in the program, and it will be so beneficial because we have lots of trauma coming up. You've discovered.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why we are doing this in a money program is I guess you discover that money is not always about money. So money issues that we have might not be because of a money situation. It is from a money situation at times, but sometimes it's just because of a trauma that we felt we had. If you weren't listened, people were dumping you, where you felt abandoned, this is the first um, thing that we are doing is to hide ourselves. Is not to show to the world who we are and what is with us, and to be heard, and acknowledged. You know. So tell me more about um, Okay, no. Let's tap, and I will connect to you and see what else is coming up. Yes, tap through the points, and I believe that you know tapping. So
Yeah, yeah.
for those of you who don't know tapping, just follow along. You just tap through the points like you tap on the table. So it's not hard tapping, it's not easy tapping. It's just when you do like this on the table. Yeah, and you tap on each point. Don't count, don't think about it, just the way you feel, and move on to the next one. There I am. Repeat, repeat after me,
Okay,
because I
loud.
wanted to.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. There I am,
Just a little one,
just a little one.
and I'm crying.
I'm crying.
I'm crying,
I'm crying.
and nobody's listening to me.
Nobody's listening to me.
Why?
Why?
Why they don't listen?
Why they don't listen?
I want to be heard.
I want to be heard.
Am I not important?
Am I not important?
Nobody's listening to me.
Nobody's listening to me.
Nobody's coming.
Nobody's coming.
Nobody's coming to rescue me.
Nobody's coming to rescue me.
They abandoned me.
They abandoned me.
Both of my parents,
Both of my parents,
but especially my mother.
especially my mother.
I hate her.
I hate her.
Why she did that to me?
Why did she do that to me?
I won't forgive her.
I won't forgive her.
I won't forgive her.
I won't forgive her.
It was so painful.
It was so painful.
So painful.
So painful.
And I can still feel the pain.
And I can still feel the pain.
This is so painful.
So painful.
And I don't want to forgive her.
And I do not want to forgive her.
I hate what she did.
I hate what she did.
I hate her.
I hate her.
I was just a little child.
I was just a little child.
A little baby.
A little baby.
And she abandoned me.
And she abandoned me.
And now as adult,
And now I'm an adult.
I still feel what I felt back then.
I feel still what I felt back then.
And this is so hard for me.
And it is so hard.
So hard for me.
So hard for me.
And I don't want to let this go.
And I don't want to let it go.
I won't let this go.
I won't let it go.
Okay, take a deep breath in and out. Shake your body. How are you feeling?
Crazy. Like mineral water.
Yeah. It's funny how, can you see when we tap that he didn't say a word, and he's next door, like he didn't leave. Yeah, kids can feel the energy, especially small kids, because they are not so fucked up, I would say.
Yeah, saturated.
Because of the adults around them, right? So kids are feeling, and you felt as well as a child. And when we voice, maybe some of you who are watching the replay can feel that, oh my God, why is she saying that she won't let it go? Why is she saying that? What are you feeling when you hear him now?
It's less intense.
Less intense, right?
Less, yeah.
See? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm voicing what she kept for so long in her energy system.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I made friends with that feeling of not wanting to let it go. It was
Exactly.
my power also, because somehow I felt empowered by that, but it's not true. It's only a wall,
Mm-hmm.
and then you bang your head on it.
Yeah, exactly. Because your mother did what she knew best. I mean, seriously, it was something that,
It was normal. Everybody did it.
yeah, but as long as I can tell you, it was normal what your mother was saying, and you are like, yeah, but she abandoned me.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. That's why we are voicing whatever we were feeling, even though the hate, the outrage, the anger. Yes, we are doing this so we can voice and honor the child inside of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we don't voice and we don't say whatever is inside, it's really, really hard for us to heal and transform. We just brush it out, like, oh, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay,
Yeah.
I'm okay. But then when you feel the same thing that is happening, because we are repeating this pattern, people will abandon us, people will make us feel less than we are, right? Let's
Yeah.
tap again. There I am,
There I am,
still a little baby,
a little baby,
still a little mad at my mom,
really mad at me,
but less intense.
but less intense.
I was just a little child,
Really
and she did this to me.
sad.
She did this to me, and it's not fair.
And it's not fair.
And the adult in me
And the adult in me
is realizing
is realizing
that my mother was doing everything she could.
everything for that, everything.
My mother was doing what other people were doing,
My mother was doing that other people would,
but still I was hurt.
but still, I was hurt.
I was hurt.
I was hurt.
Feel that hurt. Don't try to push it away. Just feel it. Be in it. You can close your eyes and feel it. It wasn't fair. I felt abandoned. And I created this wall. I created this wall. And I bang my head on this wall. And now I want to release this wall. I want to break it down. Tap. You can tap on the collarbone. Close your eyes. And I wanted to visualize this wall in front of you. And I want to visualize yourself growing so much bigger than that wall. Yes, you can do that. And it's okay to do it. And now I want you to take a big, huge hammer in your hand and smash that wall. You don't need it anymore. Yeah, that's it. And take a deep breath in and out. And repeat after me. Even though I felt abandoned, Even though it was hard for me. Even though it was painful. I choose now to release and let go all these fears that I will get hurt again. The truth is, I'm a grown-up now, and I know how to protect myself. I know how to protect myself. And even though I don't know how to protect myself, I choose to have people around me that will give me love and affection. And I'm open to it. I open my heart to love and affection right here, right now. And I start with myself. I will hug my little one. And I will give her love and affection. I will hug my little one every single day. As long as she needs. And I start to create a relationship with her. It's okay, I'm safe now. In mind, body, and spirit. Okay, take a deep breath. And shake your body.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Right. Even the sun, even the sun came out here.
It's a beautiful weather. We had the sun so far, but it seems like he is gone now. Heat is gone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How are you feeling?
Peachy.
How?
Peachy.
Beachy?
Peachy feeling.
Peachy.
Like a peach.
Good.
With the smell and everything.
Okay. Good. So let's see how was the first module for you? What came up? Do you need any support around that? I know you were a toxic money in the first session.
Yeah, I went to every lesson till now, till toxic money bonus, and I basically already got a lot of help from you. And I don't know. I had a question. So this would be my money blueprint with everything I had discovered so far, no?
Yeah.
When I think of a blueprint, I think like of like a sketch, no? When I look at a blueprint, I know what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at all this stuff I have here, it's like, yeah, I know what I'm looking at, but I don't have an altogether thing.
This is the thing. I don't want you to have the all together thing, because this thing will shift and change. That's why
I
it's
need
made like this.
control.
I know. Controlling is not good. It's the thing that you have. It's what made you who you are so far in relating your money, yourself, your lover, your health, and everything, right? All the traumas that you felt, all the good things that you felt, all the good or bad experiences that you lived made you who you are today, right? And the reason why I don't want you to have like a painting, you know, to have like, oh, this is who I am. No, no. This is who you were when you did that thing, right? When you actually wrote down everything. Because for sure, I will tell you this. 6 months from now, when you will redo the program, maybe you will see that you'll discover other things, and these will not be so painful. I mean, these will not be painful anymore. You know, I go through this program so many times because it helps me move to another level easily and effortlessly, right? I don't have to work hard. I don't want to push myself. I don't want to do things that I don't want to do, right? So every time I feel resistance, it's clearly something that is blocking in there. So I need to check what it is, right? Because I love to live in balance, and I love to live in a great environment, and to really feel that everything is good, right? Even though obviously not everything is good, and I don't want to control anything, but if I let the coronavirus to take my power, I will be powerless in front of the coronavirus, right? I will be with I will have nothing to do about it. I will just do whatever they say, you know, and that's it. I have no power, but the power is with me. Nobody can take my power. Nobody, you know. And me coming from a toxic relationship and healing that toxic relationship means a lot and says a lot, you know, because I'm not codependent on the toxicity anymore. And you'll see that things will shift so easily and effortlessly in your life because of what we are doing in the program. You'll have, like, you'll look back. That's why I wanted to write it down, you know. 6 months from now, you'll look back and say, I was here, I had this. Like, I don't feel that anymore, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. That's why I don't want you to have like a huge picture with like a vision board. No. We create a vision board with something new and exciting. We create a vision board with something that is powerful for us. You don't want to be that whatever it's written on your piece of paper. You want to change that, right? That's why it's a blueprint, because you lived in it so far, but it's not who you are. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Because who you are is bigger than what you lived so far.
Exactly. Making a blueprint of this, of what I have here, would be limiting for me. Yeah. I understand that.
That's why I don't want you to have. I don't want you to be attached to this piece of paper. I want you to take it as It is just a piece of paper where I wrote down what hurt me and the feelings that I am feeling now, or I was feeling around money, around people, around every single person, right? And then you'll feel so much better. You know, like, I don't need this paper anymore. But
Yeah.
still, I want you to keep it somewhere. You don't have to look at it every day, but I want you to keep it. You will need the whatever you wrote down for the next module. The next module will be savings, and you need to take everything that you have captured in that, so you can, in the exercises, you'll go even deeper. But still, I want you to have what you wrote down. Yeah, so you can see where you are, what if something else is coming up. It's really, really important to capture things. 5 years ago, yeah, 5 years ago, I discovered I had some notebooks that I wrote down like 10 to 11 years ago in it. So I just had some notebooks that I was writing down when I was coached by my coach back then. And when I looked at it 6 years later, I was amazed of who I became. And it wasn't nearly of what I am right now.
Yeah, I had the same feeling 2 years ago when I came across an old diary of mine when I was in a very toxic relationship. I'm very depressed, and reading that is, oh my God, was I there? Was I ever there? Because it's not only that I got over it, I got through it and I healed from it. And I was looking at what I was writing. Oh, I wouldn't go back to that. I would rather eat dirt, dust, stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's great. But I choose to throw them away.
Yeah,
It
I
didn't
did that
serve
as
me
well.
anymore.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to keep them. And when you feel to let it go, you'll feel to let it go. But it's not something I don't want. I don't want to be that feeling of, oh, I want to get rid of this. I want to be that feeling of, this doesn't serve me anymore, and I need to let it go.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we want to just push things away from us to feel a certain way, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
Right?
I also like what you said about doing the program more times. First, I think you said that in one of the videos from the lesson, and I was like, why do it more times? You do it one time, you heal everything goes great,
Yeah.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get it. And now hearing you talk about my money blueprint and everything, I really understand that this is only the first step I'm taking, and it's very nice for me to discover also that in other areas of my life, things are on the same path, more or less, with what I'm discovering here, with what I'm meditating or dreaming about, or putting myself in my intentions about in meditations or rituals. And it's very nice to discover all that. And what I understand for me at this moment, that this is not even the first step, the preliminary step to the first step. I feel like it's like that. I feel like I'm a baby, like still learning how to walk. This is how the program feels from me at this moment, and I can really understand why I would need, and I will do it other times also.
What I want you all to imagine is that we have layers, right? So in the income goal, you wrote down how much money you want to make, right? now, because you saw that I said double your income or triple it if you want, but don't go like, I don't have any money and I want to earn $1 million, because it will not work. You will not feel those emotions you need to feel. And I think I recorded in one video my story with the vision board, where I said it somewhere, where I was just picturing and envisioning my $1 million. And I was like, yes, I will have my $1 million. I was feeling so excited. I didn't even occur that I had so many blocks around money. And then when I discovered my mentor, who taught me everything that I know about money, well, not everything, because I know other stuff from other parts, but mostly what helped me become financially successful. And she said, if you have like $1 million on your vision board and you are not making $500,000, scratch that and create another income goal. And I was like, I don't want that. And then I was just, she said, write on a piece of paper all your expenses, write your desires, write everything that you need to accomplish, to buy, to sell, to whatever, not sell, to buy, to the expenses that you have, right? And then just draw the line and do the math. And when I did the math, I needed only $1,000 back then. $1,000. And I was like, what? And when I was seeing that number, it triggered the hell out of me. It was so triggering because I wasn't making any money and I was feeling so hopeless. Like, who will pay me $1,000 a month? That's insane. And now I am selling one program with, well, it's $2,000, but it's insane how much we can grow financially. And it's not because just put some numbers. You know, when I set my prices, I don't set the prices based on what I need. I don't set the prices based on, oh, I think I should put this price, you know. When I set my prices, I feel into the program that I'm selling. Yes, it's worth more than $2,000 for sure. Yeah, because of what I'm adding into it and the energy that I'm putting and everything, my knowledge, my everything. And yet, if I would set my prices based on what my mind would think, this program will be around $10,000, right? I'm not afraid that people won't buy it. And I want to be affordable for people, right? Because I'm at a financial level that I can say I'm proud of, right? Raising 4 kids by myself, a dog and 2 cats, living in a nice city that I really, really love to be here. Yes, I love traveling and I can't wait for the coronavirus restriction to go away. And I live the life that I love right now, and I know I can do better, and I know I can have better, right? I'm not anxious about it. I'm not pushing myself towards that. I'm just patient, and I know that everything will unfold for me and is unfolding for me, right? And when we set a price for something that we sell or something, imagine, I was thinking of that when I was going to the supermarket, because I was hearing a girl, a cashier, that was telling to a person how much money that person needed to pay. And I was thinking, if that I would take that woman, the cashier, and put it to sell her own programs, her own stuff, her own products, would she be so confident? I don't think so. It is so much easier to sell for someone else than it is to sell for ourselves, right? Because then, and this is why I love working with people who are going from being an employee to a business, right? Because when you sell your own products, your own stuff, you are going through different other emotions that you are feeling when you are going, well, if you don't sell those products that store has, maybe you will not be paid, right? So you need to do it. Someone else is paying you. But when you are an entrepreneur, you need to do the whole work until you can pay someone else to do it for you. You know, so it's really, really important to see the blueprint that you have right now is just the first layer, right? And then you will have the other layer, and then the other, you know, and you'll be surprised of other stuff that will come up. Imagine that you are an onion, and now you just unveil the first layer of the onion. To get to that, you know, that juicy thing in the middle, you need to go through some, you know, layering and it's like, oh, I want to get to that part, you know. But I want you to be patient with yourself. That's why I was literally staying in the first module so long, because I wanted to have patience. All of you. It's really, really important to be patient with yourself. If you just go through the exercises and no, it will not be good.
I went, I think I went pretty fast, not fast, but in short time to the exercises, but not because I wanted to get over it with fast, because I was so curious about it and discovering. And today I don't know why I had the feeling that there was something more released on the models that I didn't do, and I like wake up in the morning, yes, with my tea there, oh, doing lessons today. Oh no, I do everything. Ooh, bummer. Because
if you feel like you didn't go through the exercises, like, and I want you to do the bonuses as well, even though you don't have you don't have like the income that you really desire. I want you to do the bonuses because it's really, really important to go through them.
That's why. And also for me it was very interesting doing depth, because I don't have depth, but it was interesting. I said, okay, I'm going to do it anyway. And afterwards, there was another video that said, even if you don't have it, please do it. And I said, okay, I did well.
Yeah, I did it.
And I discovered that I don't have that. It's also because of a trauma. And that's also not a healthy thing. So there is something I have to work about over there also. It's not that if I don't have that, oh, I'm okay. And I understand that. And it's,
yeah. This is the reason why I tell people to go through that as well, because it's funny how things are happening. We have a trauma and then we don't want to have that. Or we saw our parents, how they were like, every single month they had debt, and we are like, no, I won't have that. And that's a rebellious part. And maybe a debt is helping you growing a business, right? Well, it's really, really important to be committed to pay that debt. Not just take the money and buy a huge TV and I don't know what, like really use the money to grow financially and to make more money, because so many people, so many entrepreneurs are using debt and they say it's good debt. That is debt, yeah. But we don't have to have those negative emotions attached. Yeah, that's why I was able to pay my debt easily, because I didn't have that emotion attached, because I cleared and healed everything. Oh, yeah, maybe I will have other things to heal when maybe I will get a debt or something, right? But
Yeah,
it will not be so triggering anymore.
it's interesting to discover this thing you say about the feelings attached to it, because also, as you know, I discovered that my income has some negative emotions attached to it, so it kind of transformed into toxic money, and it was very interesting also discovering that.
Yeah.
To see the emotion that you have attached over the income, the toxic money, the debt, and everything.
Yeah. It's crazy how things are happening, and it's crazy how we can discover something and we see it in other money categories as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, do you have any more questions, or we are wrapping up the session?
No, I think I'm good.
Good. So it will be Christmas, so I will give everyone a break till next week. So I don't want you to be like crazy in the first module, in the second module. So let's just take a week break, let's say, and then we come back next week and see maybe other people we jump on, and we see if we need to do any more healing and clearing. And then I will release the module too, so you can, because I know it will be the new year, but we will have more time. Yeah, and I want to announce that the program will change. I will change the name of the program. It will not be called Create a Powerful Relationship with Money program. I will call it Activate the Thriver Within. I feel it's more like the thing that we are doing here.
Really, it is.
Yeah, you know, it's.
Yeah.
I was connecting with the name of the program, and I was like, I would change it a little bit.
It really
then this
is.
popped into my head, you know, like activate the thriver within. And when I see you, I see Melissa, I see everyone around here that is like, you know, like sparkling, like, oh my God, I discovered that. And oh, I didn't know that was connecting to my money. And you know, you have another awareness and as well another energy, because when we heal it and we have the awareness and the trauma healed, we can do, be, and have other things in our life, right?
True.
So with the next money activation, the program will be called Activate the Thriver Within.
I love it.
Too. And I love that you love it. Okay, I will see you next week. Have an amazing, amazing Christmas and Christmas party, even though we are in lockdown and we cannot party. I'm sure that we can find ways to really, really enjoy our Christmas, because Christmas is inside of us, is not outside of us. So just do whatever your heart's desire. Is not something that we can control. We cannot control things outside of ourselves, but we can definitely do what we feel inside.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that's why I decided I'm gonna dress up fancy this Christmas. I don't care if you're gonna be in the house, and I'm gonna obligate my fiance to do the same thing. We're gonna get fancy and we're gonna act like we're somewhere else. I'm crazy, I know, but I'm gonna do it.
Don't push him. Just ask him.
No, he will do it. I'm just kidding.
We don't want to see his face like.
No. He will do it. He will think it's silly. That's why, but he will do it.
I know, but you know, we need that.
Really?
I was cleaning the house today, and I dressed like I was the sexiest mom in the world, and I could feel that, you know, and I was cleaning the house with that energy. So I cleaned the house in a few hours before my kids came home. So I was so shocked that I could do that so easily, and I was singing and dancing and doing all this stuff like you
Yeah,
know, and it was so easy and effortlessly. When my kids came, I was done with everything,
it
you know,
brings
because
ease
it's
because you feel
it's
good.
exactly, it's changing our state, and it's we are so tired of wearing clothes that we
Normal clothes.
are, yeah, like I'm in the house. Well,
Yeah,
let's be sexy.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay,
dress
I
fancy.
will
Who
create a
cares?
challenge this Christmas so everyone can add a picture in the Facebook group with their fancy clothing.
Super.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this and have a fantastic Christmas. And I
Merry
will see you next
Christmas.
week. I
Thank
love you
you.
all.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Bye.